Tonye, you're welcome. Thank you. Good evening. Good to see you again, Tonye. So, what are your thoughts on the U.S. bill alleging the killing of Christians in Nigeria? Do you think it's a fair representation of the situation?
Okay, so first of all, the U.S. is a sovereign country. They have the right to pass any law they deem fit. Your response as a country, the U.S. is not passing a treaty where you say, okay, you can debate. They have sovereignty to pass any law in their country. Your response as a country, Nigeria, should be, in international law, they call it reciprocity. That is, whatever another country does to you, you can retaliate by passing a similar law against the U.S. But so this motion, my thought about it is 50-50. Now, the response, of course, they are trying to explore parliamentary diplomacy, which is also good. But my concern is that the National Assembly, that is the House of Representatives, has not looked at it from a statistical point of view. The U.S. is passing this legislation based on facts, not just sentiments. Nigeria is responding based on sentiments. The U.S. has data to support the fact that the terrorists or the terrorism that goes on targets Christian population in the north of Nigeria. So they have data to support this. They are not just doing sentiments. We are responding based on sentiments. Oh, our reputation is being maligned or whatever. I lived in the north. I served my NYSC in Sokoto State. So I saw firsthand. Now, ask yourself the question, has there ever been a time in the southern part of Nigeria where we wake up and we murder Muslims because they insulted Jesus Christ or any religious figure, Virgin Mary? Has there ever been a time like that? But I lived in the north as an NYSC. There were times the NYSC secretariat told us, you have to leave town. And this was a fight between Shiites and Sunnis, not even Christian and Muslim. Shiites and Sunni are factions within the Muslim faith. But when they start fighting each other, the director of NYSC told us, you need to leave town, because they will start accusing you of siding with either Shiites or Sunnis. So you have to leave. We had to travel to Abuja, which was the nearest town to Sokoto.
Okay. So Jaja,
these people are saying there is something going on.
Okay. So Jaja, sentiments or no, the House of Reps have condemned the bill. What do you think? What implications do you think this has?
The House of Reps cannot stop the U.S. Congress from passing any law they deem fit. They can only explore what they're doing, parliamentary diplomacy, send a letter to the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria. That's all they can do. But they cannot stop the U.S. Congress from passing any law they deem fit for protection of their citizens who are Christians, who work in the northern part of Nigeria. That's what they're doing.
Okay, so how can Nigeria address concerns about religious persecution and violence, particularly against Christians, like you noted from your experience? What steps can be taken to promote interfaith harmony?
So it's just as what the U.S. is doing, pass a law that penalizes taking the laws into your hand and killing Christians who allegedly have desecrated the Quran. Take action against such people so that people see that you cannot kill a mob cannot kill a Christian just on jungle justice. When you take these actions, just as the US Congress, if you pass a law and implement that law, then they see that you are not targeting Christians. And the laws punish whoever has taken the laws into their hand to punish a so-called Christian who has violated the Quran or any Muslim law. When you take these actions and people see it, then they can know that, yes, there's no religious persecution that is going on in the north.
All right, then. Tonye Jaja, thank you very much for joining us this evening and giving your 2 pence on the matter. Thank you.